let me record it. So since Harisha answered and said hi to me, I believe you can hear me and you can see me and etc. Okay, so as always, I would love to know how many of you who are here today are first time and who might be here more than 3 times. As I say, making good habit. So if you can just select one of the followings, 1, 2, or 3 times, then we know how much we need to talk about technology and the business and etc. Okay, we have new people here as well. Welcome. I hope you're ready now, SkyWay team. If not, then hopefully after this presentation, you will be part of our little family. Well, growing bigger and bigger. All right, perfect. So I'm going to close it now. All right. I'm ready. Are you ready? So for those who don't know, my name is Annette Martinson, and I joined the company 3 years ago, but officially full-time, if I can say that. I'm in a company since last August. And because of my background and experience in sales and marketing and business development, I used to work for a corporate company that, which were organizing very senior level executive conferences on a smaller scale, but for defense industry, for capital markets and telecommunications. So I have a little bit of understanding in each industry, but I'm very happy to be in a transportation industry today because from the video that we saw, I think it gave us a little bit of overview, what problems or what challenges we are facing on a daily basis. Me particularly, I definitely face challenges like overcrowded trains, delayed trains and cancellations and etc. I live in South Croydon and I use Southern Rail trains. So I think that's the kind of already a habit to cancel trains every day or make delays. I tweet them every time on Twitter, and you know what the best part is? They answer only when there is no their fault. When it's their fault, they never answer. So I'm always making jokes about them. But anyways. So yeah, I'm in SkyWay group project here as a sales and marketing not director. I'm kind of more responsible for sales and marketing here, particularly in the UK. I'm also a private investor and shareholder of SkyWay Technology. For those who are joining the company, they automatically today become those two as well. So well done. I also want to mention for those who live in the UK, I'm more than happy to reach out to people, or you reach out to me basically. For those who wants to be more involved as a team member, helping us to build the brand here as a team. Because most of us working on our personal network and everything, but it would be really good to see if there are anyone who would love to help us, and work as a specific team in the UK. As always, we will have presentation divided into part. So today we have Thursday, and on Thursdays we have more technology, and the other part is on a business, emphasized on a business part, how you can again, create your network business, how you can earn money today. On Tuesdays, for those who don't know and who are here first time, on Tuesdays we are more emphasizing on investment, importance of investment. Okay, technology as well and the investment. But here today, the agenda is why are we here today? I already mentioned a little bit. What is SkyWay Invest Group? Mr. Anatoly Yonitsky. I think this is the person without whom we would not be here today. SkyWay Technology, his project. How we have done things so far. Eco-technopark and development stages, very exciting, as well as contracts that has been signed and some agreements in place. What's in it for you, meaning the business opportunities, news and promotions, and Q&A. For those who are here first time and haven't done the registration yet, but still thinking, stay with me till the end, and you will have a little presentation present. So yeah, let's begin. But again, for those who are joining here today first time, normally we have two representatives. It's myself, and I will be joining you a little bit later again. But first part till point, I guess, 7, till contract signed. With you will be Elena Pepina. She is my colleague and also the shareholder of technology and within the team, basically. But she will introduce herself personally, and I will give word to her. Stay with us, and I will come back to you very soon.
Okay. Good evening. I tried to share my screen, and for some reason I can't do it. Sorry. Just one second. Some problems, technology problems, and oh, okay. So you can see my screen. Okay, cool. Okay, let's start. I wasn't sure. Okay. So this is, and I am investment consultant, and I representing company Global Transnet UK. I am private investor for SkyWay Technology and also shareholder, and I helping to build the brand. So I'm expert in sales and business management, and let me share my story, because this is my, I would say, second time when I'm doing the webinar. So probably a lot of people don't know, but I know everyone have own story. But I just want to a little bit briefly explain you. So yeah, so my story is, so first time when I heard about that technology was 3 years ago, and when I heard about some elevator trains, I was really skeptic. I thought, why do we need something different today? Why we need different transport system? And I kind of just left it, and I just was living my life what I was doing before. And then one good friend of mine introduced me to go to Berlin InnoTrans last year, where it was for first time showing our prototype to trains. And I was really amazed when I see these are real, and I seen how people were showing interest. There was not just us ordinary people, but there was also ministers and the big transport companies who was looking into the project, what we're doing. And so that's, since then I've been involving in a project really heavily, and I know I can bring the value for the company, because previously I used to be hairdresser for 10 years, and I was always satisfied at the end of the day when clients was hugging me and saying me thank you. But today I know I will do more greater things with this, because I offer something new, eco-friendly project. So we are SkyWay Invest Group. So SkyWay Invest Group is educational investment portal and is a trademark of SkyWay system. Our mission is educate the people about the importance and finance and investment education to make sure they are equipped with the right knowledge and strategies to invest wisely and create profitable investment portfolios. At the moment, we are emphasize a lot about investment because when you invest the money in some project, we want to know and want to make sure you really fully understand what is the risk and what is it company liquid enough, and also understand the potential of the technology. And today, I believe investment is not anymore luxury, so everybody needs to know what is investment. So, and obviously for this case, be more focusing of the SkyWay system building and raise the money. And he is General Director of SkyWay Invest Group, and he is also author and founder of Academy of Private Investor. He is multi-millionaire, and he attended a lot of seminars, workshops. He is investor for the properties, and also he is due to tradings. So he have a lot of knowledge, and because he have a lot of different income streams, he have everything what he wanted today in his life. And when you have everything in your life, he will start thinking, what else I can give? So that's the reason he created Academy, where he can give back to the people his knowledge. Also, he is a professional investor and business coach. And he have a lot of different multi-network marketing businesses. And also because his knowledge, he motivates people, which is, I really believe we need motivation. Usually when we want to start something new in our life, we need someone to motivate us and guide us. So he's the right person for us who can help us to moving forward in life. And Andrei Havrato, he gave Anatol Unitsky idea about the SkyWay Invest Group, because SkyWay Invest Group is his idea, because previously when Anatol Unitsky was approaching banks or big investors, they was asking big percentage or bigger piece of a company. And Andrei Havrato was saying, why don't we create our platform where we can raise the money and involve the people? So this is kind of his idea. So how they created the SkyWay Invest Group. And behind why all of us are here. And he is scientist and inventor and author of over 200 scientific papers, 100 inventions. So he is really, he's genius, and he is inventor and scientist and engineer. I can just name it, because he have own website where you can go yourself, www.unitsky.com, and you can see all his awards and certificates. And I was really amazed when I was going through what he done today so far. But specific for technology, when he started optimize string technology was back to 1978. So almost 14 years, like 4 decades, he was developing the technology. What is nothing, there's nothing existing what today. So he created elevated trains, because he knew today that it's going to come a day when there's going to be bubble in the transportation, as you know, what we experience, over pollution, traffics, accidents. Accidents is one of the most things that happen in life. A lot of people unfortunately losing their life because human mistakes. But with these type of trains, there's not going to be involved humans, so which is going to be safe for us. And also we're going to save the planet, so we don't need to build another road. You just have to put the 2 supporter legs, which is amazing technology what he created. And as you see, one of his awards and certificates, he have 2 grants of UN, which is United Nations. So one of his piece of technology today use NASA for cosmonauts, so they can able to go in space. So which is pretty exciting. So we are part of this genius man. I'll show you a little video. Show. On a video, I want to show a video of trains we have, what we're offering today in the market, what we're developing. So the bottom one, right on the bottom, little one, where you can see already people sitting, which is U for 630. So there's going to be different trains names because they're going to create the trains for different people, for different capacity, how many people live in a city. So for bigger cities, there's going to be for 800-900 people, but for smaller cities, probably there's going to be smaller trains. So Unibike is more for attractions. So for example, we can put up in a park, connect the parks, and we can sit in a Unibike and have a nice view all around us. Also, he put in a Unibike the bicycle, like so you can cycle inside as well. So instead of be lazy, you can kind of move and get use your energy to move these trains. And the maximum speed what you can get with Unibike is 120 kilometers per hour. But would you really want to go on 120 kilometers per hour in the park? But if you do, if you, I don't know, on a date and you want to finish this date quicker, so you can do it. The most popular one is Unibus, and the top one on right side. So Unibus is most of the popular train today, what country showing the interest. For example, India and Philippines. Actually, if I'm going to more in the Philippines, so Philippines have a lot of independent islands. So none of the existing transport can offer what we can offer because they have, so when the people want to travel to one island to other, they need to use the ferries. And especially when they travel nighttime, there's no any chance they can go to other islands. So with this transport, they can use it and connect these islands. Because as you see in the picture, and when Annie was showing really beginning, so we use just 2 supporter legs. So we can build anywhere. Specific for this train, we can build up to 200 kilometers. So it's more like inner cities. So we can go one city side to other city side. And when there is rush hour, for example, each train going to come after 2 seconds, so it's going to be really fast moving. So I'm living in London, so that would be perfect. So we're not going to sit for 3 minutes when the platforms get overcrowded. Also, the train is eco-friendly, love noise, and safe. The maximum speed what we can get is 150 kilometers per hour, which is again really good because today we are losing the time to travel in the trains, and it's going to be perfect so we can travel even faster. And this is amazing train, and this is already I sit myself in that train when I went to Innotrans, as I mentioned. So it's really nice and comfortable. and nice fresh smell. The most profitable trains are high speed. So high speed is designed for intercities passengers. So over long distance, up to 10,000 kilometers. So we could able to connect the cities, but even later we can connect the continents. And with this transport, we can get the speed up to 500 kilometers per hour, which is really fast. So this would be really good for the planes. So we can kind of alternatively use these because, again, these trains are eco-friendly, so we're not going to damage the environment. And the next one is cargo. Cargo is created for more cooperative companies where cities or countries can trade their goods to another country. For example, they don't have to hire another company where can they trade their goods, but they can have own cargo. And as you see, also speed can reach up to 500 kilometers per hour, which is great. I always show a good example how internet being developing fast today. So when you want to purchase some item, for example, China, you can purchase instantly, but to get the item, it takes sometimes 3, 4, or even 6 weeks. So this would be great, where we can quicker get the items, or everything can move faster. And also speed can be 150 kilometers, so probably then is something more we'll need to carry more carefully. I heard about the transport technology. Everything was on the papers, like digital pictures. So that's why I was kind of skeptical. So I thought this is like looks too good to be true. But I want to prove wrong. These pictures are real, and so we achieve a lot today, as you see in these pictures. So we have already Unibikes up and running in Belarus since November, and Unibus, it will be showing in Inotrans, and station as well. So it looks really similar was in a digital pictures, which is great. Done this so far. So we was using the crowdfunding platform. So do you know what is crowdfunding? Because I believe because there was a couple of people who was attending for first time. Okay, so I'm going to explain why it's crowdfunding. Not going to go in deep, but crowdfunding is so there's, for example, company have idea, but they need to raise the funds, and so they ask the crowd to chip in the project. So this is the project for us, where we're chipping to raise the funds to create the transport technology, so to create the eco-techno park. There's different platforms of crowdfunding. We do equity crowdfunding, which means you become the co-owner for technology. And crowdfunding start from little amount up to, as you can imagine. Doing the crowdfunding platform, so we need to create to build the technology where we can certify it, and so do the certification and documentation. So Eco-Techno Park is in Belarus, in Minsk. The government gave us free land, which is 36 hectares big land, where we can implement, as you see, the really long one is for high speed. And a couple of weeks ago, the government gave us extra 16 kilometers where we can reach the greatest speed, which is 500 kilometers per hour. Then we do have Unibus, unibike next to the plants, and then really on the side you can't really see its cargo. That Belarus, this land was, I would say, they were saying would be the dead land, because they was using for equipment for a military, and they thought the land will be dead. So there's not going to be nothing going to grow, but we proved them wrong. So because it's eco-friendly project, we was start putting like plants, the little lakes where is going to, not lakes, the little water where it can be fishes and tomatoes. So this is Eco Techno Park. And total money what we needed to raise is 200 million. So we was raising so far, and we raised today 22 million, and we able to already put an up and running the unibike. Today, Eco Techno Park is the most popular park for us, because a lot of countries and governments interested about our project, and every week some of the delegations go and see the technology. So basically, Eco Techno Park is going to be like demonstration, showroom, selling point where everyone can see this technology. In 15 stages. It's like a business plan for the company. First time when I joined the company was 2014, when was stage 1. And again, as I mentioned, there was just there was just the digital pictures, like technology development. But the 2014 we started to raise the funds and start engineering working. We start looking for the lands and building. So each stage requires for us to raise certain amount. And today we are in stage 9, which is really, as you see, again, closer to IPO. And for us, this year is key year, because we're going to demonstrate and do the certification for the technology. And all of us, we're going to go July, and we could see more what is done so far. And these are the certification and documentation. So today we have a lot of countries who knows already about this technology. The first man who see potential of the technology was the Red Hook. He is on top, really top, the right side. He is ex-Chief Transport Minister of Australia. So he already built bridges and infrastructure in Adelaide. So he's really trust person. And when he's seen this technology, he couldn't believe it. Why is so? It looks so simple, but how that can work? Because he is engineer, and when he fly to see the unit ski, he was spending him for an hour going through all paperwork or calculations, and that makes sense to him. So he is want to take over this technology to Australia. Then we have Ireland, Turkey, Czech Republic, India. India when first time saw this technology was in Germany, and today they signed already contract with us, which is 922 million. So they are definitely gonna build technology there. Also, we have Emirates on abroad. As I mentioned earlier, for them, again, they can connect the islands and implement this technology there. And also about to sign the contracts, there is Italy, Philippines, Norway, Switzerland, Tanzania. So we just need to be patient. And I believe one country is in there, there's going to be coming more and more. And I know a lot of people, even I was really skeptical about, and people still asking how these trains going to work, how we can be elevated. It's nothing going to happen. It's going to be safe. And all these people who signed these contracts, for example, Rod Hook, he is engineer, so he knows what Anatoly Yunitsky talking. So, and that makes sense to me. So people like asking all these questions, but would you really think they would sign a contract, put their name on their paper and say, oh, maybe it's going to work because the money? I don't think so. They is their reputation. So these people are going through all these paperworks and as engineers. We can build anywhere. So we can build the trains on the mountains, on the rivers, on a sea, safari. Even you can see the winter here. The trains can be built when the temperature drops -40 or even +40. So nothing going to happen. So he created this technology. So in a strings going to be in a rail is going to have the strings and concrete, which is going to hold the train, and train's going to go on a rolling, like on a rail rolling stock. Land. So we had the digital pictures, even if he was taking pictures from personal. But there you can see in Google Earth, you can type yourself and see this eco-techno park. So yeah, this is pretty excited. I hope I explained everything, and if you have any more questions, I will Annie probably Anita gonna answer you afterwards, because she's gonna take over and just explain to you what is there for you. It was really nice to talk to you, and I will speak to you again soon. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.
Oh, now you can hear me. Can you hear me now? As I said, I will be back, and I am. Thank you, Elena, for your presentation. It was quite clear. I think it should be there should be a bit better understanding of what we are here and what we are doing. But before I go further into the business on the business side, is there any questions regarding the technology or where we are today? Or shall I just go further down, into business part? No questions. And Victor, you mentioned that you would love to be involved in a team, as I understand correctly. Yeah. I have written down your email, and I hope to get in touch with you soon to see, where are you based, whether in London or UK, because there are a few things that could be done in the office when we want to see one-to-one, and the things that remotely can be done. How much amount we have raised so far? Harish is asking. It's still the same number, Harish, 22 million. Because even just 5 million investor, like bigger investor with 5 million, his investment is not coming straight, like in a whole one payment. He's paying slowly because they have probably some terms and conditions in the way how they are doing it. It was mentioned that India signed a contract already. When are you going to start building this project? Dolce is asking. Oh, hi, Dolce. we had a conversation on Tuesday, I guess. Indian, like there was a recent news that they are preparing different documentation right now and preparation, because first what needs to be done is Mr. Unitsky, well, India needs to send money to Mr. Unitsky. I think it was 0.1% from $922 million for Mr. Unitsky to prepare the presentation document. Once it's done, I think there are a couple of weeks times that he needs to do, whether 4 or 6 weeks time. Once it's done, then the Indian government, they have to send another 1% for technical documentation preparation. And obviously then Mr. Unitsky with his team, they're going to go to areas, whichever cities they are preparing this project to go and, to do the measurements and everything else. So, it's just maybe by the end of the year, we don't know. But also, first, we need to get the certification for Unibus, which is going to be ready by 1st of July. Oh, wow. Is that ahead of schedule, Brian? Ahead of schedule, what particular part? Can you clarify? This amount was same almost 1 month ago. Yes, Garish, well, this is what I have given. Maybe there are 300 and something. I don't know. Well, 22 million are the ones that they have given me today. With 200 million, the targeted $20 million is that ahead of plan with 200 million the targeted crowdfunding. We are on place. We haven't missed the deadline so far. So this is the amount we have to raise. And today, to move to stage 10, we need to raise $12 million. How long will this project be finished once started? How long will this project be finished once started? I'm not sure what is the question, Dolce. Oh, how long it will be finished? Sorry, can you clarify? Okay, guys. In a big picture, I understand you got the idea about what we have done so far. Just to summarize, so we have global challenges. I call them global disasters that we are trying. I don't know whether to fix, but definitely to improve the situation, how we are, moving from A to B, how we getting to work, or, where we can live, because obviously the transport is the major, the major point when you are deciding, where you want to live. Then SkyWay Invest Group is the financial arm for SkyWay Technology today. So we are raising the funds. Mr. Unitsky has created great solution to our day-to-day challenges. As you mentioned, that we have four unique products: Unibike, Unibus, High Speed, and Cargo. And Unibike and Unibus is going to be up and running. Well, Unibus is up and running since last November, and Unibike will be up and running in latest 1st of July. So for those who are going to EcoFest, I will speak later about that. You will definitely be able to see these technologies. Unibike and Unibus Cargo, I have already seen my own eyes last year in InnoTrans trade show. So that part is done. Now we need to put them on the rails. Today we are raising money through crowdfunding platform to finalize the EcoTechno Park. As Elena mentioned, it's going to be like an offsite shop for us. From 15 development stages, we have completed. Oops, I haven't changed. Have completed. It's correct. Sorry, evening. So we have completed 8 stages, and we are already on stage 9. Sorry for that mistake. We have 9 plus countries involved. As Elena mentioned, India and Arab Emirates have signed a contract officially. India, there is already the money on a paper. How much they want to put forward. Now they are, deciding 19 cities how they're going to be connecting them in a smart city. Arab Emirates, they said that the official contract will be signed by mid-April. If I'm not mistaken, the 15th of April, when is Mr. Unitsky's birthday. So then there's going to be an official document, how much and where they want to build this, this Unibus. Investment opportunities. So here are updated kind of different values, different investment packages to what you can pay for and what you can get. So I have highlighted just as easy as to see how you can see it. EIP 9, which is you invest 5,000 USD dollars today, and you will receive 700,000 pre-IPO equity shares in a package. Today's campaign, today's IP have been evaluated by independent company, and it's worth $400 billion. Okay, so we have $400 billion and worth IPO. So once the company goes on public, then your one share that you have bought, one share would cost minimum $1, and that's underestimated value. I'm always saying we are not selling phones here or another computer or something. We are selling the whole infrastructure. So more roads we build, more contracts we have, more bigger, like we're more bringing the value for the company. So I believe that it's not going to be $1, it's going to be much more. So then, the shares will stay the same amount you pay for. I was asked, like, are they doubling? They don't double. So if you buy today, invest 5,000 USD dollars, then you will receive 700,000 pre-IPO equity shares in your package, which will be valued as $1 per share, which is $700,000 worth package for you. How awesome is that? And the other one where you can see 0.00714, this is price of a pre-IPO equity share, means that more you invest, more cheaper price per share you get today to buy. So as you can see, 250 USD dollars would cost, you would pay you would buy one share for 0.01053. If you invest $50,000, then you would buy this one share for 0.00500. So you see the difference. So monthly options. Let's say you don't have 5,000 USD dollars today, or the best package I guess today is 10,000 USD dollars, because that brings you over 1 million pre-IPO equity share package, 1,700,000. Obviously, but some people don't have this 10,000 at the same, at the moment in a bank account. So what you can do, you can purchase, let's say, EIP installment 5, which means every month for 10 months period, you will be paying 1,000 USD dollar. Please don't miss the deadline, each month when you have to pay, because once you miss your payment, the package will be cancelled and recalculated, mathematically, how much shares you will earn at that time. If you, for example, pay 1 month, 2nd month, 3rd month, and then you have an opportunity to pay out all, the rest of the amount for your package, that's completely fine. You can go in your back office and you can pay out, the rest of value that the rest of the money that you have to pay. But as I said, this is just an example. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packages that you can decide which one is the best for you. Whether 50 USD dollars per 10 months or 250, it's completely up to you. But spring promotion, meet the spring with the EIP. There are another 2 packages added to your back office. So EIP Spring 1 and EIP Spring 2, also for 10 months. And you can get a package paying only 15 USD dollars per month or 25 USD dollars per month for the rest of the 10 months. Okay. For example, if you have purchased already one package, but you have decided you want to have another package, feel free to do it. Just go in your back office and purchase another one. That's not a problem. You can have 2, 3, or 4 packages if you want to. Also, it's very good to point out this particular thing, which is very good for those who think that the company is not legitimate or something, we are doing something that is not legal. We do have ISIN number, which is International Security Identification Number. And here's also the number that you can write it down or make a screenshot. What you have to do, you have to go to ISIN.org And then you have to create your own login with your name and surname, whatever they asked. Now, once you pass and create your kind of your login, then you have to go on ISIN database. Here you can see, and there you will have an opportunity to put in this number, and it will come up as it will show you that the company, Eurasian Rail SkyWay System Holding Company, has this registration number, and the Eurasian Rail SkyWay System Holding Group are the ones who are issuing those certifications. So they are allowed to do that. They have this number, and it's very important and very popular for companies and funds that have investors or seeking to raise capital, which is in our case, we are raising, funds. And this ICN code has many functions. And especially, it's used to clear and settle trains, whether for private or for public companies. So what I want to say, here we are not just, building eco-techno park. We are also preparing the company to go on on a public, on IPO. And to do that, there are different things, different papers, different documentations that we need to pass. And this ICN number was one of them. And even to get this number, it's not like some people say like, oh, whatever, I'm going to go there and I will apply for a new ISIN number. It's not so easy. You have to provide numerous of documents before they are actually giving you this security identification number. So it's not easy, but we have done it, and you can show it to everyone else whoever wants to to check if the company is legible. So let's say finally for business opportunities. It's very important to understand that this company is not employing people, because I believe that those who are working, and I used to work in corporate business as well, we all have this kind of bubbled or pink glasses on our eyes, thinking that our job is the security. So I have my paycheck at the end of the month. So I will wake up in the morning and I will have my job for the rest of your life, which is not true. And once you are working in this corporate business, and especially if it's a sales or I don't know, kind of sales environment or whatever, kind of corporate, even if it's sales I guess it can be sales in restaurants or some hotels or doing some other services. Everywhere company is looking for sales and how to make more and more money, and they are putting pressure on you. And all of us, most of us, I believe, have been at the bottom of a pyramid, I call it, because there were always someone on top of you who was earning more money. And it's never been, for me, it wasn't balanced lifestyle. I was not able to travel to my country to see my family as much as I wanted or as often as I wanted, for as long as I wanted, because first of all, no one let me go. Second of all, I didn't have enough money. And then, all my holidays were gone and they never let me go anywhere, or I had unpaid holidays. Same thing about buying a house in London. I think I could have dreamed about it. Now I believe I can have that. But someone there always was who was kind of telling you how much you're worth to what you are doing, which I think is bad. And if you have kids, if you're a mom or dad, I believe it's even more important to have your your freedom, your availability to manage your time. How much you're spending your time with your family, and whenever you need it for family, you are there. So I think that SkyWay here is giving this opportunity. So obviously our choice to be here as an investor and just sit down and wait, or be more active, building your own network, or even more, as I mentioned from the beginning, that being more involved in a team. So SkyWay is obviously using a word of mouth kind of strategy. Basically, it's like passing one information to another, and as people are buying, like they are believing in you, and they're buying what you believe in, if that makes sense. Especially because now we are more on a face-to-face kind of selling position. Even those people who say they don't love to sell, they're lying, because all of us are born to sell. So this is kind of an opportunity for you to use your mouth, if I can say that, your voice, your passion, your just telling your story for other people, and for that to get reward. And these days, reward-based kind of platforms or opportunities becoming more and more familiar to different industries, whether there's a banking or whether it's a restaurant or some another services. For example, I used carpet cleaning service, and after the service they finished, they gave me a little card, and they said, well, if you refer us to another, I think 10 people, which is impossible. I don't know so many people who would have needed carpet cleaning, but basically, yeah, there's an opportunity to refer them 10 customers, and I will have my next carpet cleaning service for free. You see, so it doesn't it's so many industries where they see that this is a big kind of big thing these days to use people, not just social media and magazines and TV and radio, but actually use people, to get new customers, because those customers obviously will give them review of, what they did, and they believe in you, if that makes sense. And what we can offer here today, anyone can enroll and start earning from day one. So you don't have to pass, different things. So you don't have to wait for months or to receive some package that with the product that you need to sell or promote. Here you just enroll today, and you can start earning today if you just pass it to someone else straight away. Unlimited earnings potential, no levels limit. So again, there is no kind of a pyramid structure. I don't know, I've never been in that kind of thing, but here you can go and talk to as many people as you want and put them on the first line, and those people can go to talk to the whole world, and you can go downline as many people as you want. There are no limits, therefore there are no earning kind of captured earning potentials. So you can earn as much as you want. You work more, you earn more. As there was someone sending me today message, hopefully I will find it. Sorry guys, just wanted to see. No, I lost it. Hopefully I will find it, and then I will tell you. Basically, there it says, work hard today, so no one tells you that you are lucky to be who you are today or what you have. I think that's pretty kind of straightforward. Product proposition. We have here a very good product, a unique product. I think one of the biggest advantage for us is, apart from Alena already explained, is that the other transport companies that are out there offers only one solution. We have 4 type of technologies for different, I would say, case studies, for different situations, whether it's for cities, to connect cities or to have a train within the city, or for some countries, they said, no, we don't want that because we don't want people to look in our gardens, so we don't want any flying trains. Okay, fine. We then go to government and say, why don't we connect cities, with a high-speed train? That's an option. Or, for example, countries don't want each one or the other, but they, for example, trading a lot with different countries. So, okay, fine, go and do let's build cargo transport. So we have flexibility to offer people or to the country whatever they need. So I think it's a very good product proposition for us, very strong, very unique, and especially because it's already almost up and running in Eco Techno Park. And captured audience means that it's not like everyone can start working with us from age 1. It means that people can be involved in the project, in a sense that, for example, if you have a kid or child under 18, you can easily do the registration for this person, and you can help him by, for example, paying for their package or buying some shares, pre-IPO equity shares today, and wait for the child to reach age 18, when he or she will be able to whether to sell the package, the shares, or whether start receiving the dividends, and everything that will be obviously coming in will be saved in his account. Once he reaches age 18, he will be able to start using the money. I think that's a good present. That's a good, I guess, very valuable gift to give either for birthdays or for any occasions, because that's very valuable instead of buying another present. For example, my cousin's daughter had a present last week, and I said, like, what do you want? she got so many different things to play with, but she's not even doing it. So what I did, I just bought shares. I think she will be very happy. So what we have here today is also 7 multiple income streams. So for those who wants to earn today, as I said, go speak to people, show them the presentation, explain what we're doing here. If you're a completely new person here today and you are not comfortable to do the presentation, ask your person who invited you today for this webinar, or whoever introduced you to the project in general, and say, well, I have people, but I'm not confident to do the presentation. Can you help me out? And I bet 100% we are one whole team. From all around the world, with one team, that we are helping it to each other, because that's a success. If we are helping others, we will get reward as well. And if you find some investor under £100,000 or dollar investment level, then you will be able. This investor will go first of all through crowdfunding platform, and you will receive commission from whatever the person invests, 15% in cash to your back office straight away. Okay. If, for example, you invite a person who invites person, you will receive 7%. Then goes 5%, 4%. If I'm mistaken, then it goes 3 and 0.5 to 1.5, completely, downline. Okay, and that's all in cash for you. And I think that's pretty cool, because, as I said, there is no limit on how many people can be on a first downline and how many on down. The other part is commission from investment. Like, basically, if the person invests, let's say $1,000 today, they receive X amount of pre-IPO equity shares. So from that package, you will get 3.7% in your back office as a kind of bonus as well, and then goes percentage down. This is purely your personal network. You personally, you work, with your team, you build it. There is a marketing plan, which you can ask again, whether me at the end, I can send it to you, or someone who invited you here today, they can send it to you, and you can, read it through. What you have to do, to pass different levels and unlock more and more levels down. Investment is a bonus will be available only for the stage 9. For the stage 10, there will no be bonus commission anymore, because today we already see that to give commissions and bonuses as shares, it's more valuable, more expensive than to give away, to give in cash. Okay, so these two, as I said, is for investors under $100,000 investment level. Then, for example, let's say you reached a consultant level. Again, you need to read the marketing plan. Reach a consultant level, and you, for example, say, okay, I'm ready. I want to go and open office in some different regions or different country. Then we need to sit down with you here, or whatever, which part of the world you are, and we need to put the strategy together to see, what targets we can put for you and what would be things that you have to do. And as a company representative, we would open the office for you there, and you would need to find another 3 people who would be working with you, because 4 people would be ideally, which is yourself, let's say a lawyer, finance director, and let's say sales and marketing director, who would help you to run the business. And you all together as a team would get up to 6% from the attracted investment, from the portfolio. From the income that portfolio that you make for that region. And this up to 6%, you would be dividing between all 4 of you, or 2 or 3, or you or 1. Decide you want to be all in one. Then you decide whether you want to reinvest in a business, or you want to spend it on and come to London, for example. All right. Then we have project initiation. So the different countries have different rules. For example, some countries, they don't initiate projects without open office, or some countries need this office to, for example, create a crowdfunding. There are different reasons, different meanings. But for example, once you have open office, let's say in Scotland, yeah. Then you say, well, I have people that I know in the government in Scotland. I want to speak with them. Okay, fine. You have done that. They have given you land permission, let's say 25 kilometers, and they say, okay, let's go and build it. So if you take 25 kilometers times 5, let's say average cost per kilometer for us would be 5 million. So then it's 125 million worth contract. And then you get up from 5 to 10% in your commission. And then it depends on how much you were involved in this deal. Did you just introduce to the government, and then we were doing all the negotiation and all the work, with them, without you, or you were there, day and night if needed, 7 days a week, negotiating with them, having discussions, preparing the documents, everything, etc., etc. Then you get the maximum percentage. Okay. Then we have percentage from contract, which is the most, I guess, the most exciting part. This is for the investors over $100,000 mark. So obviously they won't go through crowdfunding; they go directly to Mr. Unitsky with yourself, and Mr. Havrato would be involved, and they would be discussing obviously the terms and conditions. How they're investing, what they get for it, what would be the payment process, and etc. And you would get up to 5% in cash from the deal, and up to 2.5% in commission from the package they purchasing in pre-IPO equity shares, like a bonus again. But this 2.5 will be available for stage 9 as well. So at stage 10, there will be only cash. So just to give you an example, so if someone invests $1 million today and you do all the paperwork, all the negotiation, you get maximum 5%, which is $50,000 in cash. And 1 million, it was at least 3, I think there needs to change the numbers, but numbers are around 300 million shares, which is 7.5 million shares as your bonus. Okay, so you can see that 50,000 cash or 7.5 million shares as a bonus, which is more valuable, obviously, the shares. So that's why, work hard today, you still have a time to receive both cash and shares, because later on will be only cash. We'll need to work a bit more. And then it's tomorrow, the IPO and dividends. So for those who are investing today, you are investing in the main company, which is Ecotechno Park, which means that once the park is finished and we start building, well, not even finished, but we start building the project all around the world, you as a co-owner of the technology and shareholder in the main company, you will receive dividends from all around the world, from any project where the SkyWay will be built, and people start paying the money, for transport. So once we build one, let's say we start building Indian project by end of the year. It takes a year for them to build, again, depending on the kilometers, whether it's a 5-kilometer project or 100-kilometer project, it will be different to go the certification and everything. So people, for example, start paying for the transport. Then a company starts receiving profit, and 20%, that's agreement between Mr. Andrei Havrato and Mr. Unitsky, 20% from the profit, it goes back to investors. Okay? So there is not going to be like, companies making profit and they're not going to pay for another 2 or 3 years. No, it's not our case. We have a contract. So 20% from the profit will go back in to investors. So what to do in the next? So for those who are first time here, get ready. Go ask your person who invited you here a link. Don't go in weird websites. Ask the person to give you a link to do the registration. Do the registration today. Sign up a cooperation agreement, a complete verification process. It's very important for you to do that, because it doesn't mean that you just sign up and you want to receive your gifts, and you don't want to provide us with your personal contact details or personal documents. It's the same thing about if you go and ask for mortgage or car. You need to provide your documents so we know that you are not a robot and you are not opening another 10 accounts on your name. So verification is very, very important process. Once it's done, when your cooperation agreement is signed, and you can you start earning money and get access to whatever package you purchase. Learn about the product, company, and business inside and out. It's very important as well, because we don't want to have another situation where a person just signed up, he got some information, wherever he grabbed it, and then he says, okay, I have not even telling us. He just decides to go by himself to the government in particular region, and to demonstrate the technology without knowing anything, and making up the answers, making up the stories, and then there's a big problem. So we know that once you give the wrong impression, it's very hard to get up. Yeah. So now we are working. We're working on it. We are trying to promote the right documents, to show the right documents for them to see that everything is okay. So first, learn about the product, learn about the company, and then go to speak to the people. Develop our own client base and help others partners. So this is not like a business where you just go and first of all, don't sign up people without knowing them that you're signing up. This is not that kind of business. Everyone who you enroll in this business, they need to know what they're signing up or where they are dropped in. So for you to develop your own client base, you need to reach out to each person personally, or attend the different conferences and events, and just go and speak to it. When I joined the company 3 years ago, I was walking around with the brochures with the beautiful pictures without anything else. So today it's so much easier for you to go and talk about the company, because we do have quite a few things already in place that you can promote. And definitely help other people. As I said, we are one big team, even if we are spread around the world. But at the end of the day, we are helping each other as much as we can. Do meetings and presentations on a regular basis, and I mean it. At least for new people, you need to run at least 5 presentations per day. Whether it's family members, those are the hardest one, but at least you will learn, how to present and what are the questions. And then obviously friends, and once you're ready, you can go and speak to bigger network people, or more influential people or decision makers. But it's very important to do the presentations, because then you understand what questions they might have. And if you don't know the answers, don't make up the answers. Just tell them honestly. I think that works the best, that you don't know. But you're going to find out, and we'll come back to you or to the person as soon as possible. Attend all trainings and conferences, or the webinars, or one-to-one trainings as well. But it's very important whether those are the trainings or conferences that we internally are organizing, or the conferences or trainings that are organized outside. I still attend. I started attending different conferences 3 years ago, and I still do it. It helped me to change my mindset, to see world different eyes, to understand things differently. That's why I guess I'm the only one in my family with that kind of thinking, because I opened my eyes, I opened my ears, I opened my mind to take on board different perspectives of life and things, how it could be done and how actually things should be done. So it's very important to develop yourself on a daily basis. Wake up in the morning, and instead of reading some news or putting on radio, prepare something on a night, the night before, what you want to learn or what you want to hear when you wake up. That's the best way how to start your day, on a positive note. And people say how you start your day, that's the way you're gonna kind of complete your day. So definitely try to listen to some motivational speeches or some, I don't know, something good, maybe some book, some chapter that you can read, or you have audio version of it. Just do it, but don't go into negativity that's out there on a different gadgets for us. It doesn't help. And I'm trying to teach that to my family members as well, but they don't listen to me. Why? I hope you're gonna listen. And take responsibility. That's the most important is, as you remember, I told you, before you go and speak to people, learn about the product, a company, and business inside and out. I'm still learning. I'm not saying I know everything. I might make mistakes, and I'm open to for people to tell me that, and I'm more appreciated than people would just ignore it, or they knew I'm saying something wrong and wouldn't say to me. I'm more than happy to listen it, but take responsibility to what you are telling people, because we don't want to receive calls or messages saying, "Oh, where did you involve me?" or I read a message or I read a article on the internet. What happens as well, but see, if you know the right answer, it's easy. But definitely, don't make up some stories. Don't make up the answers. Tell the people. If you don't know, tell them that. Okay, that's more respectable than afterwards they will find out that you were lying to them. And follow the system. I think that's the most easiest part to do. Just follow the system. Don't make up another system that you want to be a unique person, that you know better, and then etc. And you're going to be doing something completely different. It works. That's a good thing to do, like to find out what everyone else is doing and do it differently. But that's more on kind of on investment side, where to invest. But when it's about the business, if we have a business structure in place already, just follow the system and you will be successful, or maybe even more successful. But definitely follow the system. I'm losing voice. So reminder. For those who been running a star marathon, as you know, it's the final date was 10th of March, and today is the time to exchange the stars to gifts. You can see on your back office, how many stars you've got and what you can exchange to what. Well, I know if you have 3 gold stars, you can exchange to profit training, which I highly recommend for those who wants to be with us in the business. Directors are very, they are very kind of strict on that part, because through the profit training, we have good speakers, with a good knowledge that are giving you the right information how you to be successful with us. But definitely you have to exchange the stars till March 31st. And the requests are processed for about 1 month. For those who have already made requests for some gifts, I know that the other gifts disappearing, but what you have to do is just to send the email to customer service, and they will be able to reschedule or change your gift to whatever you want, if you are if you have enough stars. And the delivery of chosen products will start on the 4th of May. There was someone made a comment that someone someday said that you can give your stars away or to other person. No, it's impossible. That's not the way. That there is no such a way. You have your stars, and you cannot share the stars to anyone else. You have to exchange the stars to whatever gift you can. Choose obviously the best gift what you can have, because there are not going to be 2 or 3 gifts. It's only one. And very, 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 very important. The registration for EcoFest is open already for a long time. It's very important that those people who want to attend this EcoFest in 1st of July go to Eco Techno Park, see the technology, and then attend to a 3-day conference. It's very important for you to do the registration, to complete, to fill up the form. And especially if you have guests that you want to invite as well, please register them as well as soon as possible. It's because the people who will be speaking at the conference, they speak Russian. And for those who don't understand the Russian, there will not be translation if we don't know that you are going to be attending. So if there is going to be 10 people completing the form now, and then the rest 100 people or 1,000 people will do the forms like last day, well, we're gonna miss the translation part, and it's gonna be very difficult. So for all your people, for yourself, if you are going to be attending Eco Techno Park, Eco Fest, please start the registration and tell your people to do that as well. The government have given to 80 nationalities 5 days, 5-day free visa entry. So that's already off your headache. You know, you don't have to think about that. Do the registration and obviously buy the ticket, find a place to live, but please do it. Otherwise, it's going to be sad for you not to understand what they're talking about. And as I said, Master Profi is very important part to do. Mila and Armand, who I believe you know already, they will be the main speakers. Mila is completing one of the Master Profi, I think these days, and soon she will be able to start Master Profi with Armand here in English language. So please, think about that. It's going to be very important for you to pass the test. I did it in Russian. It was much harder, but I did it. So it's very good knowledge for you guys. Promo code. Oh, sorry guys, that's the wrong one. I will give you the right one. Always something happens. Come on, open it. Conference, where is the conference first? Here we go. This one is the right code. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. So write it down, and it's valid till 31st of March. Okay, so still valid. Shouldn't be a problem. And now questions and answers. Oh, you have prepared a lot. Okay. You think we will be able to raise 200 million by stage 15? Well, Harish, this is the only way how we can get to stage 15. We have to have that money. We have to have that money. That's going to be a problem if we don't. Just a second. Okay. At the rate we are going. Meaning if you start building, how long will it take? Dolce, as I said, this depends of the, how big is the project, whether it's a 5-kilometer project or it's 25 or 100. What I know is that today there is some project, some technology, whether they're preparing it, it's already done, but there is some sort of technology that will come in from America that will help to dig those holes on the ground where to put the pillars with a laser. So then we will be able to build the project much faster. So people won't do it, manually, but with the laser. So it can be much quicker anyways than, today's technology. Is the monthly payment plan going to be automated? So we just make sure we have funds in our Swig wallet prior to deadline. Brian, it's not automated. You have to top up your wallet every month. So you will receive the notification in your email that the payments, supposed to happen in, let's say, 5-day time. So just make sure that you top up your back office with the necessary amount of money. There is no direct debit possible. Equities, shares. Someone asked what is equity. Is there a cap on shares being issued? Cap. There is a cap on shares being issued. Sorry, Brian. My English is not first one. Can you rephrase that? A cap on shares. EIP 9 pre-IPO now price $0.007. Very cheap. Yep. I will raise a problem glitch I found as one of my payments due for payments yesterday. I will raise a problem. Was not outdrawn from my bonus wallet. I was told to do it manually. Are SkyWay aware of that issue? If you have raised that, Jens, then I guess it is. I will write down your question, put it down, and we'll come back to you because I didn't know about that problem. Okay, I will write it down. How can I reach you, Tony? You can reach me. You can find me on Skype, which is Anits5. It's ANIITS5. Or easily on my email, which is annette@globaltransnet.co.uk. If I register today, does it mean I have to pay now too? What if I will just join and not recruit? Will I still get my dividends? If I register today, does it mean I have to pay now? No, if you do the registration today, you don't have to pay anything. You just do the registration. Before registration, you put in the right promo code. Sorry, still the wrong promo code. Put on your promo code, and then you have to go through the verification code, where you need to upload the document and prove that you are not a robot, as I said, and then you will have access to your 50 pre-IPO equity, which means obviously once the company goes in IPO, you will have your shares and dividends that you will be able to receive. What if I will join and not recruit? That's fine. You don't have to do it. As I said, you can join as I did from beginning 3 years ago. I invested money, but I didn't recruit anyone. I was passive investor. And recruit, well, just involve people. But at the rate we are going, it looks difficult. Well, Harish, as you know that we have signed this contract. Sorry, guys. Contract with India and Middle East as well. So as I mentioned before, they have to send 0.1% to prepare the presentation documents, and then 1% to prepare the technical documentation. This money goes to Mr. Unitsky because he's preparing the document. What he can do, he can put that money, what he receives from both countries or which country, and he can put that money towards the Ecotechno Park. That's why we can raise the money very fast. Once chosen, can one change his gift from the start promotion? Yes, Harish, as I said, you can just call. You can send an email to customer service. There was actually a back office also says that you can do it under news, that you can conduct customer service, and you will be able to change it. So if you won't be able to raise the 200 million, what will happen to the money people invested through crowdfunding? I believe it's not going to be that we won't raise it. It's going to be the case could be that it will take much more longer time than, for example, 1 month or 3 months. But we will be raising because the money comes in. 40 out of 300,000 people who are supporting the project to date, 41% are the active investors. So they are investing whether on a monthly base or on a quarterly base, but money is coming in all the time. And as previously we have told you, before we move into stage 9, we already see that we can complete the stage 9 very fast to move to stage 10. I was wondering if India signed a contract already and they can afford 900 plus million. why do you need to raise 200 million now? Because Deutsche, they didn't, India, they signed a contract for themselves, and they have a financial organization that are paying this, will be paying this money. But it's for their project. That's not for India. But as I said, the money that was sent for Mr. Unitsky to prepare the documents can be sent to Ecotechnopark, which I think it will happen very soon. There are some glitches. My payment yesterday was not draw automatic, although had a lot of money in wallet. Okay, Jens, I guess whether you need to contact the support team, or I believe you are on a Skype. So we'll see if I can help you. Obviously, I'm not a technical person. I don't know what happened there, but if that's our fault, then it will be fixed. Will there be, for example, 6 billion shares issued in total, or will it be 7,000? Today in total we have 400 billion shares, yeah, in a main company, and 29% are 29% are pre-IPO equity shares, which is 160 billion shares, and out of 29%, 21% is left, which means 8% is sold, which is around 34 billion shares. Yeah, because me and Mila were calculating, and it's, again, you can't. There is a difficult calculation because everyone purchased packages in shares in a different with a different discount. Specific amount being issued. Okay, yeah, Brian, I think I answered your question. So total we have 400 billion shares the company is holding, and 51 belongs to Mr. Unitsky, 29 is pre-IPO shares, and 20% is after IPO. Okay, and what happened to the big investor Salman was talking to for a long time? Well, Harish, I guess big investors takes time. I definitely know that because I'm in discussions as well with investors, big investors, and they take time before they, go through all the documents, whether they see, it's not easy. It's not like for us to pay in like 5,000 or 10,000 pounds or dollars. For them, it's like a big money, and they need to see all the risks and possibilities, etc. So I believe that there is some time. Good. I'm happy you agree with me. Any other questions, guys? Oh, here you go. Are we targeting any VCs? Sorry, Harish, VC. What does it mean, VCs? Big investors need a certification done. Yes and no. Venture capitalists. Not sure. I don't know, Harish, if we are targeting any venture capitalists. But I can find out for you. As I said, I don't know, but I can find out for you. Okay. Any other questions? Sorry, guys, for some mistakes today. It's been a very long day. For those who know how it is. Thanks again. Perfect. I guess now I can say thanks, Harish. Maybe you want to do the webinar next time. And feel free to tell me that, guys, if you want to do it, because everyone, first of all, you don't want to see the same person probably presenting every time, and every person has different approach to different things, with different experience, with different knowledge, with different information. And I'm more than happy to give you an opportunity to be a guest speaker. Just reach out to me, or to me. I guess I'm more responsible for the webinars at the moment, and we can see, which part you would like to do, what you would like to talk about, and then we can see what we can do. It's very difficult to run the whole webinar, but definitely we can think about something, because I think that way we will make it more interactive or more interesting. At present, I'm working on SkyWay for India. Well done, Harish. India is, as I was posting one article where I was saying who's going to be first, India, Australia, or Turkey, and the next day there was an article about India. So well done, India. You are the winners. Please plan one webinar especially for India. Well, we can think about that. We can think about this, Harish. Because if you can run a webinar, then I think there shouldn't be a problem. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. I will say thank you for your attention and have a nice evening or day or morning. I will have my tea and will take my rest. And happy Friday and enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Bye.